Welcome to Discover 1001 Mysteries. Today we're diving into some of the most unbelievable but true stories from North Korea. We're about to pull back the curtain on a nation shrouded in mystery. So, buckle up, grab your skepticism with a grain of salt and get ready for a wild ride. Let's kick things off with a real-life thriller. Defecting from North Korea isn't exactly a walk in the park. It's a perilous journey fraught with danger at every turn, where the stakes are life and death. The Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, is one of the most heavily fortified borders in the world, making any escape attempt a near impossible feat. Ju Chan-yang, a former North Korean soldier, pulled off one of the most daring escapes in recent memory. His story is one of courage, determination, and sheer willpower. Born and raised in a regime that tightly controls every aspect of life, Ju Chan-yang knew that escaping would be his only chance at freedom. In 2017, stationed at the DMZ, he decided to make a run for it. The decision was not made lightly. It was a culmination of years of planning and a burning desire for freedom. The DMZ is a 250-kilometer-long, 4-kilometer-wide strip of land filled with landmines, barbed wire, and armed soldiers. It is a no-man's land where any wrong move could mean instant death. He crawled for hours, dodging bullets and navigating a minefield. Every step was a gamble, every breath a prayer. The ground was littered with hidden dangers, and the night was filled with the sounds of gunfire and the distant hum of military vehicles. Ju Chan-yang had to rely on his training and instincts to survive.
I knew it was dangerous, but I had to try. Freedom was worth the risk. The thought of living another day under the oppressive regime was unbearable. I had to take my chances, no matter the cost. The dream of a life where I could speak freely, think freely, and live without fear was my driving force.
A North Korean soldier spotted him and opened fire. The bullets whizzed past him, each one a reminder of the high stakes. The soldier's orders were clear: shoot to kill. There was no room for mercy or hesitation. Ju Chan-yang's heart pounded as he pushed forward, driven by the hope of reaching the other side. Ju Chan-yang was hit multiple times, collapsing just meters from the border. His body was riddled with bullets and the pain was excruciating. But even as he lay there, bleeding and broken, he refused to give up. The border was so close, and he could almost taste the freedom that lay just beyond it. South Korean soldiers managed to drag him to safety. They risked their own lives to save him, pulling him across the border and into a new world. Their bravery and quick thinking were the final pieces of the puzzle that allowed Ju Chan-yang to survive his harrowing ordeal. He survived with serious injuries and lives to tell the tale of his incredible escape. His story is a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the lengths to which people will go to seek freedom. Today, Ju Chan-yang is a symbol of hope and courage, inspiring others with his remarkable journey from oppression to liberty. In 1968, the USS Pueblo, an American Navy intelligence ship, was intercepted by North Korean patrol boats. The ship was on a mission to gather intelligence on Soviet naval activity in the region, a critical task during the height of the Cold War. The North Koreans claimed the ship had violated their territorial waters, a charge the United States vehemently denied. The Pueblo was actually in international waters, but the North Koreans were determined to make a statement. They fired on the Pueblo, boarded the vessel, and quickly overpowered the crew. The attack was swift and brutal, leaving the American sailors with no choice but to surrender, and took 82 crew members prisoner. The crew was blindfolded, bound, and taken to a prison camp where they would endure months of harsh treatment and interrogation.
We were just doing our job, following orders and conducting surveillance. It was a routine mission, or so we thought. And suddenly, we found ourselves prisoners in a foreign land. The conditions were harsh, and the psychological pressure was immense. We were constantly interrogated and forced to sign false confessions.
The capture sparked a diplomatic crisis. The United States was caught off guard and had to navigate a complex and tense negotiation process to secure the release of the crew. After 11 months, the crew was released, but the ordeal left deep scars. The sailors returned home to a hero's welcome, but the memories of their captivity would haunt them for years, but not before signing a forced confession. The North Koreans used these confessions as propaganda, showcasing them to the world as proof of American aggression. The USS Pueblo remains in North Korea, docked on the Taedong River in Pyongyang. It stands as a symbol of North Korean defiance and a trophy of their victory over the United States. It serves as a tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who come to see the captured American ship and hear the North Korean version of the events, a floating monument to a bizarre Cold War standoff. The ship is a stark reminder of the tensions that once gripped the world and the lengths to which nations would go to assert their dominance, a reminder of a major embarrassment for the United States. The Pueblo incident remains a dark chapter in American naval history, a tale of bravery, resilience, and the harsh realities of Cold War politics. When you think of North Korea, you probably don't picture people chilling out with marijuana. Marijuana is surprisingly tolerated in North Korea. While personal use is generally okay, selling or distributing it is a big no-no. But remember, freedom of expression is in short supply. It's a bit like being allowed to choose the music at a party where the host dictates your every other move. May Day Stadium, where 150,000 people gather for synchronized clapping.
North Korea's May Day Stadium can accommodate over 150,000 fans. They're there for the Eurorang Mass Games, a meticulously choreographed spectacle.
Thousands of performers move in perfect unison, creating elaborate formations. It's a symbol of North Korea's obsession with mass mobilization and national unity. The Ryugyong Hotel, North Korea's Pyramid of Doom. This 105-story pyramid dominates the Pyongyang skyline. Construction began in 1987 but didn't go as planned. For years it stood unfinished, a concrete skeleton. In the mid-2000s, construction resumed, but the interior remains largely unfinished. The Ryugyong Hotel stands as a testament to unfulfilled potential. 51 Shades of Discrimination, North Korea's social caste system. North Korea has a social hierarchy that makes the Hogwarts houses look inclusive. The Songbun system divides citizens into 51 categories.
Your position determines your access to education, healthcare, even food.
At the top are the loyal elite, at the bottom are the undesirables. The Songbun system perpetuates inequality and stifles opportunity. Kijongdong, the Potemkin village of North Korea. This village on the North Korean side of the DMZ is a meticulously crafted illusion. From a distance, it looks like a picture-perfect slice of North Korean life. But almost no one actually lives there. It's a ghost town. The few residents are carefully selected military personnel. Kijongdong is a testament to North Korea's obsession with controlling its image. Bad hair day. Every day. North Korea's war on style. In North Korea, even your hairstyle is a matter of national importance. In 2005, state-run media released a list of approved hairstyles. Men were encouraged to adopt the Dear Leader look. Women had 18 options, none particularly daring. The obsession with hairstyles is part of North Korea's desire to control every aspect of its citizens' lives. The Titanic and the Dear Leader, a coincidence too good to ignore. The sinking of the RMS. Titanic and the birth of Kim Il-sung share an uncanny connection that has intrigued many. On April 15, 1912, the RMS Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ship of its time, met its tragic end after hitting an iceberg. This disaster claimed the lives of over 1,500 passengers and crew, making it one of the deadliest maritime tragedies in history. Coincidentally, April 15th is also the birthday of Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea. Born in 1912, the same year the Titanic sank, Kim Il-sung would go on to establish a regime that has lasted for decades.
Some North Koreans see this coincidence as a sign of their dear leader's significance. They believe that the alignment of these two events is more than mere chance, interpreting it as a symbol of Kim Il-sung's destined greatness and the profound impact he would have on their nation.
This belief is a way of reinforcing the cult of personality surrounding the Kim family. The regime uses such coincidences to bolster the mythos of their leaders, portraying them as figures of immense historical importance. In North Korea, even history is molded to fit the regime's narrative. The government carefully curates historical events to support its ideology, ensuring that the legacy of the Kim family remains unchallenged and revered. This manipulation of history serves to maintain control over the population, instilling a sense of loyalty and reverence towards the ruling family. The little army that could, theoretically, North Korea has the fourth largest army in the world, with over 1.2 million active duty soldiers, but the military is incredibly outdated, with equipment from the 1950s. Despite this, North Korea's military is a force to be reckoned with. It's a reflection of the country's isolation and paranoia, a force with a bark probably worse than its bite. And there you have it. Some of the most fascinating and unbelievable stories from North Korea. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Discover 1001 Mysteries for more intriguing content. See you next time.